I see chat now is just filled with, here's how you pronounce Crusuhdude. It's like, well, I think you guys are right. Alrighty, so getting into it, it will be Melty on the defense first. I expect we'd see more of the same coming out from them. Nothing too flashy. No Symmetra though, no Junkrat. Feels bad, man. Just the world we live in. Either way though, taking a look at them as I do right now. It's going to be bot here on the Mercy. Flippy on the 76. Nico on Reaper. Cabal on the Roadhog. Moonell going to be in the Reinhardt. And D-Gun rounding things out here on the Pharah. So standard is, standard does. Flippy, of course, a huge threat in the back. Nico, a huge threat in the front. And D-Gun, a threat from the sky. So Melty covering all their bases here.
I need healing.
Meanwhile, taking a look here at the offense from Crusuhdude. Well, so this is something. I don't know what this is. This is some sort of crazy power-up Reinhardt ritual that's going on, but I expect we'll see their real team here in just a moment, and they are morphing, they are evolving, looking at the offense as it takes shape. It's going to be Dreft here on the Roadhog, DRC on Reinhardt, Jonah on the Widowmaker, Traub on Mercy, Dios going to be on the Hanzo. Am I reading that correctly? Yeah. Or Dids, not Dios. Dids on the Hanzo, and Thraxer on the Lucio. So they're going to be running a Widowmaker Hanzo offense. We have not seen this in quite a while. It was coming into popularity right before the Widow nerf, and this is even more variability here. You do have high chances of getting a pickoff, but if you don't get a pickoff, absolutely nothing will go your way. A lot right now riding on the bow and arrow of Dids and the sniper rifle of Jonah. And Melty right now doing a good job of just staying out of the line of fire. Flippy not even really exposing himself too much here. Flippy actually the one target that they should really be focusing on. He's the most exposed target on the defense. Does have to sort of go forward for poke. And has to be careful because he can't get one shot by either Widow or Hanzo. But look at this. D-Gun not even caring, going super deep into the back line. Interesting stuff going up for a defensive fair. You don't usually see a defensive fair go this deep, but D-Gun going for it nonetheless. Almost gets taken out by Widowmaker though, and that's why you don't usually see this coming out from a Pharah. Very slow methodical offense right now coming out from the side of Crusuhdude. As of right now though, they have yet to get punished. Both teams still full strength, both teams still looking for the first pickoff. Neither team really wanting to be the one to overly engage into the other, but oh no, Dreft is gonna get hooked right down. He's gonna counter hook though and take out Cabal. Nico though, while this is going on, dig in the back line, has 2 picks so far, about to make it 3, takes out the Roadhog. D-Gun with the barrage over the top just to make sure. And after all that slow, methodical poking coming out from both teams, it ends in a flash. Melty going to win the first team fight of the game. And the problem here for the offense is that they burned off a lot of time. They're almost down 2 whole minutes when they only have 4 minutes to begin with. So that's a little bit rough. All right, so defense right now is resetting. They are getting ready for the next attack. Flippy does have 76 held up. Moonell has Earth Shatter. A lot of ults in the bank here for the defense. Ult's about to be up here for the offense as well, so you know, the slight edge to defense. The offense will have some outs. DRC can turn the tide with an Earth Shatter if he gets the right opportunity. He's going to be coming in over the top. Jonah, though, drops down a little bit early. Eats a hammer for his trouble. Will go down the Nico. And now the offense down to McCree. That's rough. That's a huge engine of DPS that they're going to be missing. Hey, look at Nico right now. He has Death Blossom at the right. If he can get healed up, he can just speed, or he's not going to be able to get speed boosted, but he can just roll into the back. Speaking of speed boost, Lucio ult is coming out here from the offense. The offense using that to rush into the defense of Melty. Melty, though, going to withstand at least for now. And here comes Attack Visor coming out from Flippy, looking for some value in the back. Not able to get it, and tons of people going down, but Bod in there with the res, but they've already lost so many people. Nico goes in the back line, not able to get the value he's looking for. 4 quick kills here for Crusuhdude. And Cabal, the last one remaining. This should be a successful attack, so they bided their time and they are able to get in. Sound Barrier doing some work, and unfortunately for Melty, Melty was not able to recover. Alrighty, so not the worst kind of Crusuhdude. They did use a lot of time to get on point A, but Melty now, they used a lot of ults in an unsuccessful defense. They had effectively 5 ults up before that started. They're now down to 1. And Waz going to be running a D-Gun here for this next defense, so this is not the worst look here for Crusuhdude, as they do have a Death Blossom of their own up. They have Deadeye. And they even have Whole Hog, even though Whole Hog comes up every 2 seconds anyway. So they're going right in though. D-Gun over the top with the barrage, takes out 2, makes it 3. Perfectly timed barrage coming in from D-Gun to push this defense back. And this buys a lot of time. This is gonna let the defense build up way more in terms of ults, get more established and all the rest. And Nico, he doesn't have it yet, but very close to getting Death Blossom up for the next fight as well. So that Melty desperately needed that. So both teams setting up here yet again. We're going to see what the defense has up their sleeves. Nico just going to be looking for the flank from the back, looking to land a few quick shots for his left click, finish off with a Death Blossom. He's going to be able to do just that. Gets right in onto Reinhardt. Earthshot comes down here from the defense as well, knocks down 2. Rez has to be burned very early. Offense don't have it yet though. They have all their dead right back up and in it. As Drift right now in the hotel with TRC. Hammer's being swung. 2 kills here for the offense, but here comes Nico. Swing right back. Death Blossom at the right. He doesn't get quite as much as he would like. But the offense still having a whole lot of trouble moving forward here through this choke point. Nico able to pick up a kill. Defense now starting to stabilize. Even as Jonah's in the back looking for this mercy pick. Will take a bot out with a rocket to the rear. Again, the problem is here for the offense is that you need to be decisive. Getting a few picks here and there, that's not enough. You need to get 3, 4 defensive members down at once, or it's just not worthwhile.
My ultimate is charging.
Still though, will be a little bit until Bot is back in the fight. The offense might have an opportunity here. They do have Sound Barrier at the ready, so for them, they're just going to drop the Sound Barrier, speed boost in, hope for the best. Unfortunately though, Bot is going to be back in the fight in time for Rez, so that window of opportunity has slammed shut. They're going to have to win this the old-fashioned way. And they're speed boosting it anyways. Lucio leading the charge, way in front of his Reinhardt, breaks it down. They're heading right in, but they're gonna meet the hammer down of Munel as Nico gets into the backline. And Death Blossom at the ready, has a double kill, Flippy with the follow through, and Melty going to hang in there. That was a little bit weird for the offense. They usually don't want the Lucio leading the way. Like, speed boosting is fine, but let Reinhardt be the one in front.
My ultimate is charging.
Alrighty, so 1:30 left here. Melty definitely feeling good. If they can full hold here, it'll be great. Then they'll only need to push the payload just a little bit further on their attack run. Tough times here for Crusuhdude, but here comes Nico going right in the back off the speed boost. Runs in, is able to take down Drift, gets the double kill. And just like that, this pushes over before it begins. I mean, maybe Trob will use a Mercy ult to keep them alive, and they are going to do that, so the offense will still be able to move forward here. D-Gun going to hang on to his ult at least for now. And the offense just trying to make the most of this. They know they had to use ult early. They're hoping that they'll get ult back up before they need it next time. Earthshot though coming in here from the offense, trying to make things happen. The defense is not phased. They get 2 kills right in response. Nico just getting to the back line. And again, there's no res here for the offense. They used it early to even make this push possible. A 3rd kill here for the defense, and they're going to be able to roll right into Crusuhdude, mop them up. Good stuff coming in from Melty. And Crusuhdude going to be down to their last push here in just a moment.
Clearing the area.
Some pretty good stuff coming out from Melty. And I'm going to note here, look at the next push. They're loaded for bear. They have every ult up and then some. They can barrage, they can Death Blossom, they can Sound Barrier. So I just think they're going to blow everything. They're going to Sound Barrier and just roll right into this offense. Here comes the Sound Barrier. They're doing just that. D-Gun coming over the top and just annihilates the Mercy. Everything rolling into Crusuhdude here. And this is going to be a full hold and team wipe from Melty. Good defense coming out from them.
Round 1 complete.
So we're going to be switching sides.
0 to 1.
The distance being set there is 1.83 meters. Should Melty be able to push a payload just a little bit further than that, they will be taking King's Row, and it will be the map choice of Crusuhdude for map number 2. Again, though, for those who are just tuning in, this is the Overwatch Atlantic Showdown brought to you by ESL, and I gotta say, going in, this is not too unexpected. Melty is one of the teams with pedigree here in this tournament. They have been a veteran team, and it would actually be somewhat of an upset if they lose this early. We do have new teams entering Overwatch all the time. They do have upset potential, but it is just that, an upset. You'd expect the team that has been playing together, as even Melty was one of the first teams to win an Overwatch LAN as well. There was an event in France, I believe, that they won, so they got the trophy and everything to prove it. Either way, though, taking a look here at the defense coming out from the side of Crusuhdude. They're going to be taking a blast to the past. Symmetra will be in play. It's going to be Thrax here on the Symmetra. DRC on Lucio. Dids, well, these Lucios, one of them will probably swap off. Usually just to speed out the Symmetra. So, well, wait a second, Lucios. Trob, though, will be on the Mercy. Drift will be on the Roadhog. Jonah on the 76. It does look like Dids is going to be on the Reaper as DRC picks up the Reinhardt mantle.
Fences in place.
I grow tired of waiting.
Alrighty, so taking a look here at the Melty side. An offense that does not have to go very far. I don't think they're going to be running the double Hanzo, but we could be seeing a return the form. Teams used to do this all the time where they would run a bunch of Hanzos in the beginning just for scatter shots and switch their mains. Will hell be unleashed on the defense here? This is great. I always love the multiple scatter arrow. Scatter arrow cam is up. Simple geometry, does not get any kills, so they're going to switch their main comp. Believe it or not, there was a time where that used to get kills with some frightening regularity. Back when Scatter Arrow could headshot though, which is a little bit silly in and of itself. So offensive Melty on the way. Flippy though will still be here in the Hanzo. He is trusting his fate to the Hanzo, hoping that things go his way. Looking for pickoffs as he can get them, has simple geometry as command. Not able to get anything onto the Symmetry here though. And will he be able to get the Reaper? Does have Reaper in his sights, getting aided here by the 76 play of Cabal. D-Gun getting first pick on the Jonah, but he pays for it. Trades going off back and forth, both teams 4v4. Melty slowly getting an edge here on the point, and also the thing that I remember from Melty, as they get the res up, they also have a quicker respawn because they are the attacking team. And nothing too flashy there, they're just mechanically winning their fights, and they're going to get the payload moving.
My ultimate is charging. Lucio coming at you.
So double Hanzo, the dream doesn't happen, but hey, when you get a single Hanzo, that is more than you can ask for. Offense now moving it here. They only have to move it to effectively the middle of King's Row here. You see this yellow square here, which means they don't even have to get to the final checkpoint. It is, we do tiebreakers based on distance. It is new here with the new patch, and it is actually great. I love the system for partial completions. And we'll see if Melty now has what it takes to just push the payload a little bit further. As D-Gun getting to the back, here comes the barrage, takes out Reinhardt, looks for a little bit more, not gonna get any more, but even just killing the shield tank there that early is very much worth it. I feel like Traub is gonna have to res sooner rather than later. The res will come in, the defense will be back to full strength, and DRC, do you have an Earth Shatter at the command? Will knock down one off the Earth Shatter, sets up Nico for death, charges right in, might be able to get Munel here as well, just needs to swing the hammer one more time. Down goes Munel, and looking pretty decent here on the defense, although they have yet to get this. The res will come out. Munel can actually return the fear with an Earth Shatter in just a moment. And this is rough. The defense needs to stay further up. They can't go back. Earth Shatter sets up 2 kills for the Wolf, and this might be it. Melty going to get to the checkpoint. They'll go up 1-0 here over Crusuhdude.
Play of the match.
So play the match coming out here from Nico. This is where one good Death Blossom deserves another. Just spins right into their team. Works out for Melty, and Melty definitely had several good defensive moments. That one of the better ones. Alrighty, so it'll be up to Crusuhdude to decide where we go next. They do have map choice of the remaining maps in the pool. Most of the maps are in the pool, and they're saying ask if Nepal is in the pool. Nepal is in the pool, and we might have our first King of the Hill of the day here on this stream. And we'll see how things go. King of the Hill, of course, lots of interesting opinions on it over the weekend in regards to what people want to see. This tournament is running no hero limits, so we are likely to see a lot of 2-2-2 compositions if people were paying attention to the meta. Although that was more of an NA thing. EU was more prone to running 2-2 1-1 a little bit more often, where maybe not double Winston, but say Winston, Zarya, and all the rest. There are a lot of ways of approaching though, and we will find out in just a moment, as Nepal will be our second map. Actually, think about King of the Hill that we saw just in some of the weekend tournaments that went on. I don't know if we actually saw Nepal come to play too much. We saw a whole lot of Lijiang. It felt like everything was Lijiang. Nepal, not so much as popular. And it's just interesting because there was a point where Nepal was effectively the King of the Hill map of choice and you never saw Lijiang. So players and their preferences definitely can change over time. So letting them know the casters are ready. Melty, of course, up 1-0. If they win this Nepal game, they will move right on to the round of 16 and be a mere one set away from punching their ticket into day number 2. Everything here today, by the way, is best out of 3. There are no best out of 1s, which I think would be the case even if we had an incredibly big bracket. We just want to give teams their best chance here. These are official qualifiers. There is a lot at stake. So the important thing here is to give teams the fairest shot possible. But it is worth noting that if you didn't sign up for the qualifier here today in EU, then we will have another qualifier next week. If you haven't signed up for the NA qualifier on Wednesday, there is still time to sign up. Just go to the ESL website, get in there, sign up, bring your team, and have your chance at glory. So right now we are waiting for an AFK on the side of Crusuhdude. They say 1 AFK sec, so they'll be back in just a moment. Okay, hang out with you guys. It is a period of overtalk, a one-man overtalk nonetheless. My voice clearly going to be dead by the end of this cast, but you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. And by the way, for all those who are tuning in from the North American side of things, if you are in the United States and you are celebrating your day off, big happy 4th of July to you. It is the 4th of July. I'll be honest, on this casting schedule, I have actually forgotten when it is, what holidays are, when they come and all the rest. But I was reminded last night, of course, I was doing a weekly tournament and there were fireworks going off. And let me tell you, my dog does not enjoy fireworks. She thinks that the world is ending. She was just freaking out, just completely scared. Something about 4th of July. People love shooting explosives into the air. Especially in Minnesota, where it is legal. Alrighty, so we're just waiting here. They're saying, okay, ready. We should be getting in here in just a moment. Map number 2 on the way. Melty, of course, if you're just tuning in, was able to take King's Row away from Crusuhdude. Crusuhdude going to try and take this back here in map number 2 in Nepal, hoping that King of the Hill will be more their style. Letting them know we're ready. Once Melty is ready, we're going to hit the start button here. And here we go. Nepal on the way. See, for me, people say, why don't you put Overwatch on your SSD? If I put Overwatch on my SSD, would I get the long epic loading screens? I wouldn't. I don't know, that could be a problem. Either way, though, we are going to get a sneak peek here at the lineups as they set up. Take a look here at the side coming out from Melty. Melty, of course, up 1-0 the series. Is going to be Flippy here on the 76. D-Gun on Winston, Cabal on Lucio, Nico on Reaper, Moonel on Zarya, and Bod on the Tracer. So for them, they're effectively imposing their own 1 hero limit here. They're not stacking anything. Meanwhile, taking a look here at the side coming out here from Crusuhdude, they're stacking up a little bit. They're going to have 2 Lucios in play, played by the Rixer and Trob. Jonah's going to be on a Mercy, Dids on the Reaper, Dreft on Zarya, and DRC on the Winston. So only doubling up here on the Lucio. EU not liking stacking quite as much as NA. Though it certainly does happen as, hang on, taking a look here. We do have a switch up here coming out from the side Melty. They are going to be running 2 Tracers. Cavalry has arrived. Offense, though, being super aggressive here for Crusuhdude. DRC almost going down in the beginning and will go down as Flippy finishing his meal, going out, taking him out. And now he's going to get Dids as well. The Tracer's here so good at just being surgical in the back. Flippy getting all the kills he wants and more. He's on a triple kill right now, making it look easy. Just, you know, okay, kill one person, track the other. Now Jonah in trouble. Jonah going to get the health back right at the end, but unfortunately here for the side of Crusuhdude, they're going to lose this point. Melty will be in control, and they're going to be able to take high ground control here as well, which can be pretty darn difficult to deal with. Flippy going right in, going the bomb out, the Rixer, down he goes. Good pulse bomb coming out here, 6v4 in favor of Melty as Melty right now, just cleaning up, getting the kills they need. And this is going to be another failed offensive run here from the side of Crusuhdude. And right now it does appear like Double Tracer is beating up on Double Lucio as far as stacking goes. We'll see if they change anything up here. They do, of course, still have Jonah on the Tracer. For Melty, though, I mean, I'm not even sure this is really team comp based as much as it is. Melty is just winning this mechanically. I feel like Crusuhdude might be ever so slightly outclassed. They've had trouble winning the fights they need to win, and they've had absolutely no answer to Flippy here in the back. Sound Bear coming out here from both sides, but one player already down for the Crusuhdude end. There's a big stick going off, going to get the double kill. Flippy making people go boom. And this, again, going to go the way of Melty. And Melty just cleaning up every team fight very decisively. They've barely lost any people in this game. This has just been a slaughter in favor of Melty. So take a look here, offense of Crusuhdude going to be running back in. They do have Death Blossom at the rail. We'll see if they can value. The Graviton, though, pulling in DRC. DRC not long for this world. Ends up getting bombed as a result. Dids goes on to the point. He is immediately taken out. 3 quick kills here for the side of Melty. Flippy just cleaning up. The Graviton setting them up. And now, I'm not even sure there's going to be a last push opportunity here for the side of Crusuhdude. The Rixer will be going in, the Cavalry getting in here to at least cause overtime to be in play. More Tracers now coming out from the side of Crusuhdude. And for them now, they can't get off the point for any reason. If they get off the point for any reason and overtime persists, it is going to be terrible for them. As Melty right now just piling on, getting the kills they need. They are able to take out the Tracers that got to that point. Cavalry not going to get there in time as Melty goes up here in the first round of Nepal, up 1-0. 2 more rounds to go here for Melty if they want to close this out.
1-0.
One to 0. Oh, switching here to the Shrine stage of Nepal. This is a little bit more open. This is where teams really like running Tracers, and oh my goodness, not like this. Here comes... Okay, not 4 Tracers, but 3 Tracers. There's going to be a switch up here coming out from the side of Crusuhdude. I don't think they liked running into Flippy's Tracer, but oh, actually they're switching up. It's going to be Double Tracer, Double Lucio with Winston Zarya. So this is a little bit more custom focusing, and though actually they changed it up in the end, deciding to stack on the DPS, only 1 Lucio. This might be a problem, because once Melty realizes that there's only 1 Lucio, both Tracers can dive on him, and if your Lucio dies and you have no more support, you're not going to be able to win these fights. If Melty doesn't realize this and they don't focus on Lucio, I do think this has potential here for the side Crusuhdude, but this is a risky gambit. Dinso goes down immediately at 65 in favor of Melty. Melty just getting right onto the back line. They're able to take out Zarya, 6v4. And out this momentum, there should be no way that this can be turned back in the favor of Crusuhdude. DRC not even going to be able to leap away. First cap, once again, going to be going in favor of Melty.
My ultimate is charging.
So, pretty well played coming out from them.
My ultimate is charging.
Melty looking good right here. There's no other way of putting it. We do have a switch up coming in with double Zarya now on the menu from the side of Crusuhdude. They're going to be running in, hoping that the double shields will do them a bit of a favor here, but they'll be able to protect Lucio with this. We'll have to see. So to say, running with only 1 Lucio, very, very risky here on King of the Hill. Jonah, though, gets the first pick off onto D-Gun. Bod, though, returning in favor. Lucio's down. They have no support. With Traub dies that early, that is it. They are not going to be able to do anything. They don't have a support anymore. Any poke from Tracers will be permanent, and with Tracers as good as Flippy and Bod, you can't give them that opportunity. So Melty, yet again, looking dominant, able to clean things up, looking strong here. And this has just been a rough time here for Crusuhdude. Crusuhdude has not been able to get the value they've been looking for. Pulse Bomb coming out here from Flippy in the back, blows up DRC. I wasn't really even aiming for DRC. I think he just, that was a throw it down and pray. Does kill the Lucio though, and they are on double Lucio, but going down to Lucio that early does make it really rough for you to go in. And in terms of pushes here, you look at what the side of Crusuhdude has to look forward to. They only have about 2 pushes left in them, so they need to get something rolling here sooner rather than later, and maybe Jonah can land a big pulse bomb here, but here comes the Graviton setup from the defense. 4 people getting sucked in. Winston with the cleanup over the top. Pulse bomb comes in as well, but that was just entirely overkill. Melty with another strong team wipe, and now it is going to be do or die time here for the side of Crusuhdude. They need to keep this in overtime, but with how strong Melty has been playing, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. This has just been all sorts of rough.
Oh, let's break it.
Here comes the offense air rolling in. Here comes the sound barrier. Everything on the table right now for Crusuhdude. They need to make something happen here. Might have a Death Blossom here in just a moment. Dids, are you going to do it? Does not even get the chance. Goes down by D-Gun before he can do the Death Blossom. Might not even get a chance to do Death Blossom in this game. The Ricks are, though, able to take out D-Gun in the back, so at least a little bit more hope here than there has been for the side of Crusuhdude. They did get some pickoffs, but Nico now being the rock here on the point is full HP, picks off 2 people. Overtime is in progress, but I don't know how long Crusuhdude can keep this up. Regardless, though, they have to stay on the point. Regardless, the Ricks are in the back, is keeping his team in it. Dids with the Death Blossom does take out Nico. But all the momentum in the world in favor of Melty here. They're going to take this point, and they are now 1 round away from securing their berth into the round of 16 here in the Overwatch Atlantic Showdown.
2-0.
By the way, there's a little bit of chat, talking chat, wondering about FPS rates on the stream. General knowledge about Twitch is that for Twitch, you do not get 60 FPS on anything but source quality. Any re-encoding, including high, which by the way is entirely misleading. High quality is not actually quite high quality.
Need any adjustments to your
Anyways, set the stream to source, you'll be much happier, the quality will be higher, you will enjoy your life so much more. Dreft with a little bit of commentary talking about his thoughts on Tracer. I will let the chat decide. I'm not going to comment on it. But I feel like he's not wrong. Bod now on the Tracer. Interestingly enough, Flippy on the 76. A little bit of switch up here because usually you see Bod on Mercies and all the rest. Bod, though, spraying his wings a little bit. Going to be on a DPS class for a change. And Melty definitely with a different setup here. They don't want to run multiple Tracers like they did on the other map. This map is a little bit more closed in. Better opportunity here for 76, but Dreft able to take out Flippy immediately. 2 quick kills here for the side of Crusuhdude. Crusuhdude wanting to stay alive, and for them to do that, they're going to do the reverse sweep here on Nepal. Still, though, they're getting the kills they need to get. Melty getting pushed all the way back, and as charged up as Munel was, he is going to go down, and first control here will go to Crusuhdude.
My ultimate is charging.
So both teams setting up here again. The offense and Melty gonna need the reset. They will have a pulse bomb up here for Bot if nothing else. Bot, of course, can says team up for glory. Looking right now just for the Lucio in the back. Looking for McCree instead. Not sticking to one target, but might not have to. But the Sound Barrier does come out. He's gonna need to back out from that. Sound Barrier can be a Tracer's worst enemy as the Rexer gets in the back line. Melty able to take out 2. And thus far, Crusuhdude looking like an entirely different team here in the Sanctum phase in Nepal. Them getting the picks they need to get. Melty has not been doing as well. Of course, Melty isn't on double Tracer right now either, and oh my goodness, and Winston just knocks him off the ledge. He did, he knocked Dreft right off the edge. Good knockoff by D-Gun here, and we'll see now if this will be the beginning of something better here for Melty. They get 2 extra picks, they're starting to get position on the point, and Flippy can drop the tech visor name. Oh no, did Winston just fall off? Winston got booped off the ledge by Cabal. A key boop coming out, he didn't have a leap to save himself. Tech visor coming out, and Melty now going to retake this. But the damage has been done, 51%. Oh no, Flippy, not like this. You walked off. That was not a boop. Flippy, please. I always love when the player says raffle after a moment like that. It's just like, I hope the camera wasn't on me. And inevitably, the camera is always on you when those moments happen. Here's a Graviton by Munel. Grabs 5 people right in. Nico not able to spin, but just able to left click. Munel is his own fault, getting 3 kills off of that Graviton. I gotta say, things looking good here for Melty. They are retaking this. They're 20% away from evening it up. However, you look at the offense and what they're set up here, they're gonna have a lot of ults to their name as they move forward. Graviton is at the ready, so is Death Blossom, so is Primal Rage, and by the way, you want to talk about wombos, you can just Graviton into the Pulse Bomb, and it is super, super effective. Sound Barrier coming out here relatively early from the side. Melty only hits 2 people. I don't know if he wanted to do that there. Oh no, Dreft, not like this! Dreft getting knocked off the side, D-Gun on the triple kill. And that might be play of the game. Anytime Winston gets multiple kills by knocking people off the ledge, it is great. Melty is going to hang on here, 62% to their name. They only need to win about 1 more major team fight, and that should be it.
My ultimate is charging. My ultimate is charging.
So, good stuff coming out here from Melty. One more fight here, and they will take it, and they'll move on to the round of 16. Bot right now getting to backline as Nico with the Death Blossom able to take out 3 res. They went through the door. They were not expecting that in the least. Good stuff coming out from Nico. Bot with a little bit of fall through. Now 88%. We're going to see for Melty. Melty's going to be really aggressive. They don't even want overtime to start, so you look at where Bot is. Bot is out here. The offense right now, they are switching to more tracers. They're trying to get in on the point, but I don't know what's going to happen. Graviton does come out here from the side Melty. It sets them up. 4 people immediately knocked down. That is going to be GG. And Melty will move on to the round of 16.
Play of the match.
And let's see some people get knocked off in the pit, shall we? That's what this has to be.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Огонь по готовности.
Look at this. Just clearing house right now is D-Gun. The Primal Rage was unleashed, and you don't always see that come out for Winston, but it is hilarious when it happens. All right, guys, so the bracket has fixed itself. It does look like... Oh, it is happening. Melty is going to be going up against the winner of Cabrina Akamaza versus Play of the Game Champ, and let me tell you, that is a great name. I love that name when it comes to team names. That's where they have they basically transfixed Hanzo's face onto the PogChamp Twitch emote. It's phenomenal. I mean, what more can you ask for in a team name? Maybe it's no Bob Ross fan club, but what is? I always feel like one of the sadder things about esports is that you have a team with a great name, and then unfortunately they get sponsored, which is great for them, but they lose their sort of trollish team name, and it's just unfortunate. So we'll see what match we want to go to next. We might be even able to get into Fortress versus other team. Need to figure out what is going on there. Who is still on that team? But otherwise, it'll be round of 16 next. But we might switch up to the round of 32 in just a moment if other team has not gone through real pub stars. So we're going to take a quick break. This is the Overwatch Atlantic Showdown brought to you by ESL. We have 2 English streams going on here today. The stream here and the main stream at ESL Overwatch. Check them both out. Use multi-Twitch. It's great. I'm ZP and I'll be back in just a moment.